everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Emily and I am really excited about today's video. It's something I've been wanting to share with you and I hope that you find it incredibly helpful. But I'm going to be comparing Christmas garlands for you. The different textures, colors, price points, where you can find them, and also how to decorate with them. Just sharing a couple different ideas with you to hopefully spark some interest and get those juices flowing for decorating your home for the holiday season. And I just hope that you find this helpful. I shared part of it on Instagram and a lot of you liked it, and so I thought I'm gonna get all the garlands that I have bought over the years and share them with you and compare them with different backgrounds, light and dark, so you can really see and decide what style you want to use for your home and how you want to decorate with that. So I hope you find today's video helpful. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course hit that subscribe button. I just absolutely love to inspire and motivate you here and share different ways to decorate your home, make it feel warm and cozy. And I've got lots of fun videos coming out for this holiday season. Decorating ones are going to be coming soon, so make sure you're subscribed and have that bell notification on so you don't miss out on those. And of course, all my previous videos and links to all the garland that I'll be sharing in today's video will be linked in the description box below. Just tap the arrow or under the show more bar, like underneath the comment area, and it'll all be there for you. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to share with you all the different garlands first, and then I'll share with you different ways to style them. Start with Walmart's first. This is a 6-foot section. You can see that it has a little bit more of a blue undertone to it than the regular forest green one. This comes in 6 feet, is the same price as this one, but it comes in a 9-foot section. I think this one's your best bang for your buck if you're going to be covering a lot of surfaces, and fuller than this one just because this one has shorter stems on it and only has one type. So keep that in mind. Next up is the A floral one. This one is beautiful. You've got a variation of greens in this one. Really pretty. You can kind of see it in comparison to the Walmart one. And how you kind of want to look at that. This comes in a 6-foot section. It also comes in a 15-foot section. So depending on how much you need to do, staircase, you could easily just loop 6 feet of them together, or you could just get this 15-foot one. So that's another option, but kind of show you those together so you can see the coloring. This one comes in a 2-pack, and they're both 6 foot long, and I think it's really pretty. It has a very similar coloring to the A floral one. And there's really no fluffing to this one. This one is very full. The branches are super long. I would say each of them are close to 1 foot in length. The only thing on this one is that you do have a little bit of a shine to it, versus this one you do not. But you can see how long the stems are, and you can see the color difference between the two. This one is the A floral one. This one is just like the sprigs that I have. They're the smaller ones. This one also has long branches on it. This one is only a 4-foot section though. So it's not as better buy as this one or the other ones because it is only 4 feet. But with that being said, a 4-foot section is actually great because you can use it for smaller surfaces and on shelving in your kitchen and things like that. So it really works very well. It's very vibrant, it's beautiful. So you can kind of see them all together here. Now this one is also a 4-foot section. This one is a huge splurge because it is only 4 feet for the price. It does have 4 different types of greenery in it, and they all range in a little bit of different color. This one is definitely more of a blue undertone here. The pine cones are fantastic. They're a nice rubber, and this on its own would be beautiful as a tablescape. You don't really have to do anything to it. This is already fluffed. That is one thing with the Walmart ones. You do need to fluff those. With these, you really don't. You might need to arrange a little bit, but there's really no fluffing because they just drape super, super well. I wanted to give you an overview of all those garlands. This is the most garlands I have ever purchased in 1 year to share with you guys, so I hope that this is helpful. I really want to be of help to you when you are decorating your home. I know seeing it online is way different than seeing it in person, and I'm just trying to describe them all to you very, very well. I purchased last year, and it is from Hobby Lobby. It's very full. I would say this is probably a really good McGee & Co. dupe. The pricing, 50% off, is fairly good too. This one is very soft. It's pretty full. You will need to fluff it depending on like, you know, how you want it to drape, because the branches are a little bit thicker than those ones over there. But comes in a 6 foot length. It's really pretty. And like I said, it's very full. And let me just compare the green color for you. So it's a teeny bit darker than that one, but it's lighter than that one. The next garland is actually from Target. Now this is actually a wreath, but it comes in a garland form. It comes in 6 foot and 9 foot. And when I got the wreath, I was just blown away with how beautiful it is. It is stunning. It has a little bit of blueberries in it, but they're very subtle. If you don't like them, you could take those out. You could also enhance them if you wanted to. I know some of you have said that you can't find a lot of things with blue in them. You could add blue ornaments in here and things like that. You could do that with any of the garlands, but I just want to show you how full this is. And it's gorgeous. So this actually has 4 different greeneries. You have the one with the berries on it here. Then you have this one. You have this one that kind of reminds me of that over there. And then you have the other style. So the little bit of eucalyptus. But it's really pretty coloring. I would say it almost has a mix of all the colors that I've shown you already in this one garland. And in this case, it's the wreath. But this is the large wreath. It is absolutely stunning. They have it in a smaller one too, in case you need one. But it is so beautiful. The garland looks to be exactly the same. So I hope this helps you out. This is just, it's very high-end looking. It is a little bit more pricey than the Walmart ones, obviously, but you can see the different greeneries that you're getting in it, and it just looks so beautiful. So I hope that helps you out. Now, 4 years ago, they did have this garland, which is funny now because it's so sparse looking compared to all the other ones. It did drape well. I liked the green on it because it wasn't super bright or anything. You kind of see the color difference. Well, they did bring out the stems this year, which are great. This is the large one. They do have a smaller one. And so I was thinking, like, if they didn't bring out this garland, you could stack these on each other to make your own, which would be beautiful. Well, I did find a garland online. It comes in, I think, maybe just 9 foot, but it does have lights on it. But it looks like this. So if you like this kind of more cedar looking garland and you just want this, I will leave that one linked down below for you. If you are looking for a frosted garland, Walmart does have really good options. This one has the smaller sprigs like the wreath that they carry in the exact same form. It has the pine cones on it. It is a pretty stiff. It is messy, but it's very, very pretty. And you can always just get the traditional frosted one like the tree as well. They also just have the plain red berries, which are beautiful. And then I did see this new garland. It has pine cones on it, which I thought was pretty nice. It's really white. This one looks beautiful in the picture, but when you look at the actual garland, it's very sparse, and I don't think I'd recommend that one. Also picked up this garland from Hobby Lobby. This one is $30 on sale, and it has a lighter green bluish tone to it, but I love the pine cones in it. This one is pokey, so if you're wearing a sweater, it would probably snag it, but it's not overly pokey. It's still a little bit on the soft side, but not quite like the Walmart one. But so you can see the coloring on both of those. This one is stiffer. This one's droopier, okay? And that what I mean by that is like each of the branches don't have really wire in this part of it. You can bend it. This one has wire in the base of it, but I haven't fluffed this one at all. It just naturally stands more on the upright side. Does that make sense? But for $30, you can get a fuller garland with pine cones. So keep that in mind when you are considering the garlands again, what might be a better buy for you for what you're looking to decorate it with. So here I wanted to show you, this is the Walmart garland, and here I have fluffed it. I have not fluffed this here. So they did a really good job in making this garland really full and having double layers, I would say, to it, because the cedar part has 2 sprigs to it, and then the really fake greenery that's in it, there's 2 for that, and then there's 2 of this style. And if the pine cone's facing the wrong way for you, just twist it. Really not complicated whatsoever. But all I'm doing is kind of fanning it out, and depending on how your mantle is or the surface you're working on, this is probably how you're going to do it, but you can always do it a different way. But I like to just kind of separate them a little bit. And I just have this attached. I haven't put any nails in here or hooks or anything. This is just how I have it so far. But I wanted to show you the difference between it being not fluffed and fluffed. The coloring on this is a nice forest green. It's beautiful. It shows up on the black wall down here where it's gonna look like on white a little bit. I did on this half of it, I did add a floral garland in there, the Norfolk one. And I like how it just kind of beefed it up here on the side where it drapes down. So you can kind of see if you like it just by itself or if you like it mixed with another garland in there. This is the Walmart set of 3 bells. I'll have everything linked down below in the description box underneath the show more part. But these are awesome. So with this, the twine on this is a little bit long and we can hide that, but all I did was actually add a nail back here so I could hang these for you and kind of show you what those would look like. And now as you hang it over the garland, you just have to kind of fluff the garland over it so that it will hide the twine for you. I'm gonna get this to stay. I've got the smallest nail in there right now. Probably not the best, but I'm trying to give you the look without going full on Christmas yet. And then I'm just going to use the other greenery over top just to hide it. Okay, and so now you can kind of see the way those droop. It's the Amazon set of bells that I shared with you in my last video, and I've just put some velvet ribbon around them. Nothing fancy yet, but I just want to give you again another visual of how it would look. So if we tuck those into there, do you see how different of a look this gives compared to the other bells? Now I have to arrange these a little bit better, but do you see how it gives it more of an old school vintage look because of the style bell? So keep that in mind. None of the bells are wrong. If you want to use a smaller bell like I've done in the past, that will look beautiful as well too. But I just want to give you a visual on the different style bells of how much it changes the overall look for the space. I'm going to show you how this would kind of look if we swooped it a little bit, okay? So last year I used 2 9-foot garlands, and the first one I attached all the way to the end, and I went to about there, and the next one I attached from the middle, and then it draped all the way to the floor. You can do that with the Walmart 9-foot garlands. You can also do that with a 6-foot garland. You just might need 3 of them, and you might just need 2, depending on the width of your fireplace, okay? But I wanted to show you, like, if we swooped this down, how this would end up looking, okay? So you kind of see there if you want it swooped. Sometimes swooping it, if you have a real burning fireplace or stuff, you need to think about the heat of the fireplace coming up to your garland. So be mindful of that when you're thinking about how you want it to drape. That's why I like mine just draping kind of more to the side, because then the heat doesn't hit it. We're going to be using this Walmart garland here, and I want you to see the color difference just on here. And I'm gonna droop this, so I'm gonna put that in there. And this one would be really pretty with a slight droop in it, okay? So you just have a little bit of a wave going on in it. I think that would be really, really pretty. But something that you're gonna notice with this garland is that it's not, the branches are not as long on it, okay? So that's gonna make a little bit of a difference in how it looks. Now, if you wanted to, you could add in the darker green garland here, and you could put the other one on top of it. You could do that. There's nothing wrong with mixing the colors of the garland on there. That could be really, really pretty, especially depending on the coloring that you're going for. So you can kind of see how those end up looking together. Now, I had originally planned to just use the a floral garland on the mantle, okay, just using this one, but I really like the Walmart garland mixed in with it. So never be afraid to mix high and low together. I do it all the time, and I feel like it just looks really nice. And then you have a few investment pieces, and other pieces, you know, you can stretch your dollar a little bit, which is always nice. So this is a little bit hard for me to do. They don't have nails and everything in it. And I will be sharing my mantle decor and everything in a few weeks. So you can kind of be excited for that and everything. But you can kind of see how that looks draped down. See how the branches are just much longer on it. Now, if we added 2 of those, that's one thing that A-Floral likes to do, is they like to droop a few of them together for a really full look. That's something else that you can do as well, okay? Actually, it'd be best if you kept the direction of the branches going the same direction here. So you can kind of see how 2 of them end up looking. See the big difference there on it? Up a little bit more on it, but do you see how that looks? Now I would need a few of these for my mantle, but this would be great on a coffee table, on shelving and things, because it is a shorter piece. So that's always nice. But something else you can do with garlands is you can drape them over mirrors. That is gorgeous. You can do it over entryways, doorways is what I meant. You can do it over chandeliers. It's really, really pretty. So I'll show you a couple of how that ends up looking. But just so you can see the coloring on here. Now, if we go to a lighter wood, because I know a lot of people have like a light wood surface, how that looks. So it's definitely a little bit darker. But if you like that darker look, but you want the wispiness of the cedar branches, then you would buy this one. And again, this one comes in a 2-pack. I can't find this one anywhere else online. So it's a really good buy actually. So this one is very, really easy to maneuver. It's wired, but it's not so stiff where it's kind of like annoying to work with. But this one is just gorgeous. I love this one, but it just droops so nicely. So if I had nails or hooks in my garland, I would put one every couple of feet and then just let it droop down. But this one I like for a tablescape or a coffee table or a console table because it's only 4 feet and it's very stiff. Okay, if you wanted to use this on the mantle, you're gonna probably want more. Or use a cheaper garland as your base, since this one is so much of a splurge. But it's very pretty. I like that little bit of a blue color on the mantle here. But let me try. All right, so if you use a drapier garland underneath it and then added it on top, and of course it'll be, you know, hooked in there a little bit better, I think that would be really nice because it gives it that fuller look that you're looking for. Now on a table, you can just set this right here in the middle of the table. You might have to straighten it a little bit, but this would be really pretty if you had white candles alternating on each side of this. Would be really pretty. You could also do tall pillar candles throughout as well. Like this, that has a shelf so that you can put the shelf kind of underneath the branches. And then it looks like the tree's kind of just growing out of the garland itself, and it adds that height there for you. You could use bells, but I think candles, whether they're pillars or just putting candles themselves, alternating them in between the greenery, would be really pretty. Just be careful if you're not using faux candles. You will want to watch the flame. But if you want faux candles, these are great options. They come in a couple different colors. They have a real wax on the outside of them. This one's twisted, this one's regular. This one has a full like wick on it, and this one has one that moves on it. They're really neat, and they just turn on with a push of a button, which I think is really cool. So if you want it on or off, and it also comes with batteries. So just so you can kind of see the way white looks with this garland, to be really, really pretty. All right, here is the Hobby Lobby garland. This one, like I said, it reminds me of the one that you can find at McGee & Co. because of the thickness of it and stuff. It's just a little bit more affordable, but that's if you can find it. Last year, this sold out before November, okay? So keep that in mind. If you are looking for her garland, I suggest you make your decision quick and get it before it is gone, because last year it was really hard to find garlands after November. So now I wanted to show you how they would look with a white background in case you're working with white walls, white cabinetry, a white fireplace. You can kind of see the vibrance of each of these. These are the darker ones. Here's the A-Floral one on a white background versus the Walmart one just so you can see the coloring difference. And if you have a cherry wood color background for wood or your mantle, this is how the garlands are going to look on them. This is the Alaskan cedar one, Walmart. And then this is a Target one from a few years ago, but their new one has this coloring in it. So you can kind of see how that looks compared to the other ones. You'll have to let me know which Christmas garland is your favorite in the comments below. I really hope this is helpful. I know everybody's price point is a little bit different, and so I hope that sharing with you a variety of different garlands will help you out this holiday season for decorating your home and everything. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, share with your friends, follow me on Like to Know, I share on there constantly, and also in the description box below you'll find all the links to everything. So yeah, you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.